Therefore, thus saith Yahweh God, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumeans slash Esau slash Edom, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their hearts. So let's see what Yahweh has to say about these people, how they have perpetual hatred for Yahweh, and not only that, they rejoice at the inheritance of Yahweh because it was desolate, because Yahweh moved the Israelites out of the land. Let's see what Obadiah has to say. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith Yahweh God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise you, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Why y'all ain't even got a population of over 500,000. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Though thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Because the Jews own everything. Shoot, Evelyn Rothschild is a Jew. He's worth over $500 trillion, the richest man on the planet Earth. He can house and feed and clothe the world and still be super wealthy. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Because y'all own everything, man. Spaceships, airplanes, TV stations, radio stations. Hell, y'all even own us. But not for long. Because once we get our mindset back, nobody owns us because we are the true sovereign Hebrew Israelites. Sovereign elected. If these, we in Obadiah chapter 1 verse 5. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee to the border. The men that were at peace with thee hath deceived thee and prevailed against thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh God, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau, which is Mount Seir? And thy mighty men, O Timna, shall be dismayed to the end, that every one of the mount of Esau, which is Mount Seir, may be cut off by slaughter through Hitler. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou wast one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the destruction of the children of Judah. Judah. In the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yet thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. And before Yahweh laid this understanding on me, I never understood who that white man dressed like the Africans was in the slave movies who was grabbing us. Because when the white man came on the shore, he was dressed in a total different apparel. He was suited and booted up. But there was just certain white man who didn't look like a white man. He was kind of red. He had a big nose like us, and his lips was kind of big like ours. And he had brown eyes, but he was white, and I just never knew where could I place him at in history. But now I know. Praise Yahweh, then Yahweh for leading me to Yahweh for leading me to this understanding. Obadiah, verse 15. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done it, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as you Jews been drinking on the holy mountain, so shall all the heathen and the rest of the world who over there and took part. Yeah, y'all go ahead, drink continually. Yeah, swallow down, party, throw a big party. Because y'all going to be swallowing and drinking down, and a minute it's going to be like y'all ain't never even existed. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Yaakov shall possess their possessions. Okay, now let's take it to the book of Amos. take it to the book of Amos. We're going to start off at chapter 1, verse 9. Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant. But I will send a fire on the wall of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Thus saith Yahweh God, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Bosworth. So we see right here, Edom was the one. Esau was the one. The red and hairy brother, like a garment, was the one that killed and slayed the Israelites with no mercy. This red and hairy brother who's living in our land right now. We are twins from the womb. How can you do your blood like this, man? But don't look at it as doing us like this. Because remember, we were created he, him. So how you going to do Yahweh like this? And you think you ain't going to suffer no repercussions? Come on, man. Alright, back to the verses. Pick it up at Malachi. I'm going to pick it up at Malachi. See what Malachi has to add to this time. Malachi chapter 1. The burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you. And you saith, I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet you say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains, Mount Seir, and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh, Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. We call them the border of wickedness because every time you know about dealing with the Jews, you know they're evil. They sold all the fake gold in Chicago. They sold us. Even the term Jew is derogatory. You trying to Jew me. Meaning you trying to get over on me. But you see, Yahweh said they shall build and I will cast down. That's why every time the Jews over there building up in the land, you got people coming over there with bombs strapped to them, driving them in trucks, blowing them up, everything. Why? Because they don't supposed to be over there. You know what I'm saying? They done took the land. They are imposters. And in the Hebrew, the word violence is pronounced as shamas. Who's the #1 haters of the Jews on the world today and say they won't even come to the worldwide scene with these folks? They are called Hamas and Hezbollah. Violence. See if thou hasn't hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Now, we are going to deal with some of the books of facts on our brother, the Jews that's in our land. Our twin brother that has no mercy on us. We are going to go to the encyclopedia, which I'm going to show you so you can see for yourself. And this is Funk and Wagner's new encyclopedia. Okay, we're going to use this encyclopedia to define Jews. Oh, this is such a lovely, lovely book. Lovely book. We're going to tell you what the Jews did and how they changed everything in history because you accepted it and you let it. Matter of fact, the Jews was placed in Israel by the British, the world powers. That's how they got to the land in 1948. You know, I'm trying to say a few things because I know I'm coming to the last end of the video and I don't want to end it off like my other videos, right in the pursuit of the knowledge, and it cuts off. Then I have to publish, you know, and do all this stuff. So I'm trying to ride out these last little 20-30 seconds. Praise Yahweh, then Yahweh for bringing me to Yahweh through the scriptures and the knowledge and the understanding. But I'm still learning because I'm still a baby. So please, please be patient with me, people, because I don't know everything, but I'm telling you everything